U.S. Open already started. Tommy, it's not the best of weather this morning. You got a high of 74, 60% chance of rain, though. It's kind of cloudy, kind of overcast, 12 to 24 mile per hour winds.
There's the problem.
We're going to get into that some up a little bit. Fan reactions from the World Cup continue to pour in, continue to be entertaining. I have found my team. I have found my favorite fan base after searching behind the U.S. Let me rephrase. Second favorite, of course.
Yeah, because you got to make sure people like you.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Got to make sure. Well, I mean, the United States, I'm going to cheer more for the United States. People already like me to give
That's understood, Ty. We understand that. We didn't think you were choosing the Iranian fan base first.
No. I'm going to shy away from that. Brendan Sorsby's agent has come on Dallas Sports Radio and given his thoughts. Apparently Cincinnati, according to him, knew about the addiction.
It's a he said, it sounds like. We'll get into that.
Electricity cost, hog update coming up, plus Tom Murphy set to join us at 10 a.m. this morning.
All right, it's 9:03. Wind's not blowing 25 here like it is at the U.S. Open, but we are glad you are with us this morning. Brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group, 479-587-3300 is their number. At APAC and Standard Materials Group, they can get you the top quality aggregates you need for your job, rock, gravel, sand, ready-mix concrete, and asphalt, and they can help you coordinate the logistics and make sure that everything goes seamless for your pour or lane asphalt or the materials you need on your job site. 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
All right, so have you selected a fan base besides the United States that you've enjoyed the most listening from clips?
Scotland. And I think that some of it's because I went there earlier this year and I enjoyed the people there, and they are so friendly and embrace America as a nation. We're huge for their economy, but when I heard some of the numbers out of the Boston area about how much drinking these people were doing, it's pretty easy to latch on to the Scottish fan base.
There are certain bars that have run out of beer with the Scottish fan base that have been in town. They broke the decibel record, 125, I think it was, when they played there earlier, I think last week. So there's various things that they've done, and they seem to, again, have a lot of entertainment value and various things that they're excited about being here. And it's not just them. There's several.
Did I steal your thunder? I kind of felt like all the stories that I maybe stole your thunder.
No. I'm going with Japan.
Oh, really?
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
My name is.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Hirochika Nakakuki.
Oh, wow.
It's live?
Okay.
It's
yes,
live?
Yes, it's live.
Yeah.
How excited are you?
Yeah.
You were so excited, right? Japan, right?
Excuse me.
Okay.
I cannot speak English, but I'm excited.
You were doing pretty.
Japan,
baby. Look, I just lit.
You're doing pretty good with his English there.
Yeah, he
better than some that were raised here.
Talks about barbecue. Yeah, myself.
What have you enjoyed most about Texas? Oh, BBQ. Oh yeah, Texas BBQ.
I mean,
so BBQ.
Not only, again, there's a lot
literal reading.
There's a lot of fans that are excited, but one of the things that stood out to me is there's this video of a huge contingency of the Japan fan base. You know what they're doing after the game?
They clean up.
They're cleaning up.
I'm going to hire some Japanese broadcasters to come in after you folks around here.
And I get annoyed about when I go to, and I'm not as good. Full disclosure, I'm not as good about picking up in my golf cart after a golf round. But when I'm at a stadium or a venue of some sort, I make a point. Any of the trash I have, it doesn't just get tossed under. And if it is, I grab it when it's done. And so when I notice them do that,
I only do that if we win.
We're kidding. Yeah. Well,
we lose to hell with them.
If it's
players can clean it up.
And if it's an opposing SEC stadium, then maybe the trash gets left. But when it's our stadium and our venue, I make a point that any trash that may have been tossed under, or a place that I actually revere and think highly of as a sports venue, I make a point to clean it up. So I thought, these people were kindred spirits. I like them. They've already tied the Netherlands 1-1. They've got a big match today against Sweden tonight at 6 o'clock. Go, Japan, go.
I wish my kids had a little bit of that Japanese tradition in them, cleaning up behind yourself. that is certainly not an American thing, at least not in the Kraft household. That's for sure. But that has been a neat thing, is to watch the cultures that have come here, and for all the media will tell you about how the rest of the world hates America, it sure doesn't seem that way. Watching how these people are enjoying our country.
No. And it helps when you're drunk.
We're going to get drunk before the game. We're going to get drunk during the game. And then we're going to get drunk after the game.
I was an Englishman.
Welcome to the SEC, my friend.
Well, I sent that to my buddy's cousin Shane, and SEC Mike, could do an SEC podcast this morning. I was like, this is the SEC fan base. This is the SEC in a nutshell. And I think there's a lot of common traits, a lot of common themes that we identify with SEC fans, with the passion and the vigor that you've seen. Listen, soccer, football, there's no comparison in terms of physicality, but in terms of just love and what you latch onto for the sport, you're seeing that same energy from World Cup fans that SEC fans display every week during the fall.
Yeah. So, it's fun. I'm certain that in the 11 cities that are hosting these, for that economy and the commerce going on, can you imagine the lift it's been? I've got a really good friend of mine who makes a normal traditional June run to the Dallas-Fort Worth area for a business meeting. He had to delay it a month because the normal, like Hampton Inn he stays at, that's like $150 a night. It's over $600.
Bruce, what did Bruce tell us? $450 for a typical hotel that's in the hundreds. They are astronomical. I did see a couple of people that the Airbnb owners didn't realize the World Cup was at this set time, so they locked in a great rate.
Big
while
mistake.
Other people are spending 4, 5, 6 times the amounts that they were able to.
So,
I don't know how you missed the World Cup going on in your own city,
kidding.
but I guess some
well, they
people
just
don't
decided a few months ago to have this here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, the Americans take on Australia. Got the Bet Saracen app. Got to scroll down a little bit to find it because there's so much action leading up to that for today's games all the way through tonight. The Americans are minus 165, the favorite against Australia. That game is in Seattle. So for the Northwest, they're going to enjoy that. Australia plus 425 if you want to take the underdog. So and the over-unders 2.5 goals for the Americans. So check that out. Bet Saracen app, all the World Cup action right there for you. All you got to do is right there at the first tab, soccer, and click on it, World Cup, all the odds with the Bet Saracen app.
What do you think is going to be bet on more, the World Cup or the U.S. Open on Bet Saracen these next
World
couple
Cup.
days? World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup.
Well, I don't know you can't bet on golf either, right? I know you're.
Well, I could, but I don't.
Okay, all right, but I didn't know if that was within like your rules.
I just know they're, no, it's just, you ever fear, hey, if I ever do this, I may not stop. It's kind of like opening a bag of Doritos. I know if I open that bag of Doritos, it's going to be half gone. So just don't open the bag.
Is there anyone you like the next few days?
Well, I think I don't want to buy too much in to the Scheffler storyline and him completing the Grand Slam, the career Grand Slam. There is so much of this that, it's just like Aaron Rye. No one had him on their radar for the Masters. This was a guy whose resume to that point didn't lead you to believe, hey, he's getting ready to win one of the greatest have one of the greatest victories in all the sports. So that's the thing with a field like this that has so many amateurs in it that chew up some space, but have the world's best in it. I mean, you're really just guessing. So I could say Scheffler because he's one of the best players in the world, or you could say Rory. Or, I mean, you could just start naming household names, and the odds are better in your favor. But I think the odds are, if you took out Rory, you took out Scotty. Name 2 more. I don't think DeChambeau would be in that list. And then say, give them 4 or the field, I'd take the field.
Oh, the field. Okay.
I'd take the field.
Well, the storyline surrounding Scotty Scheffler trying to be the 7th golfer of all time. You put Bobby Jones in that?
Well, there wasn't
Yeah.
Is he on the Mount Rushmore? Does he? Yes, but that was so long ago. All the championships we hold now, I mean, he never played in the Masters.
And that was good.
So he had the British Amateur, the U.S. Amateur, the U.S. Open, and the Open Championship as his 4.
Which were revered back then.
Yes, those
It's
were
just
the
not-
big 4 in his time.
So that's why some people kind of put him on that list. But Scheffler tried to do something this weekend that only a handful of guys have done before. He kind of was talking about it earlier this week.
The Grand Slam has never been a motivating factor for me. Would it be a dream to win the U.S. Open? Of course. Golf is such a funny game. I think in terms of like, I mean, a good example this week, if I finish second this week, it's almost like, hey, you failed in your first, chance to win the career Grand Slam. It's kind of like, is finishing second a failure? Like, yeah, it can feel that way, but I think sometimes when you look at more of like a kind of a wider view of the sport and where your game's at, second is not always that bad, but man, does it freaking hurt at the same time. So like you can feel like a failure in this sport oftentimes just because you're not winning, and I think that's just part of it.
This is the opening drive.
All right. Do you know the 6 guys that have done it? The Grand Slam?
Obviously, Tiger Woods, Jack
1,
Nicklaus,
2. Colton, you can chime in on this too.
Harrison.
That's 3.
Arnold
You're
did
halfway
not.
there.
Arnold did not.
Hogan did it. That's 4.
Yeah, Ben Hogan did it. 1953 won at Carnoustie.
Okay. Got
Rory
5.
just completed it.
Missing 1. I'll give you a hint if you need it.
If I can think long enough, I'll come up with it. It's not Gary Player. It's not Arnold Palmer.
No, it is Gary
It is
Player.
Gary Player.
Yeah.
Gary Player.
I'll give you that. You got 5 of the 6, and I'll give you
That's
that.
the
last
one thing Arnold didn't do is complete the and I'll tell you the other one that's right there and won't get it done is Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Mickelson.
And
he just needs a U.S. Open, I believe
yes,
it is.
he
and Brooks Koepka has 2 of the 4 or 3 of the 4.
He went 18-19 at the U.S. Open back-to-back. He doesn't have a green jacket.
Does
though,
not have a
'cause
Masters.
Phil likes to make fun of him for that.
Well, Phil can go pound sand. So, but when you're a 3-time Masters champion, you gotta get to say what you want.
You don't like Lefty? Not a fan?
I loved Lefty until he went to the Live, till he turned his back on the PGA.
Okay. But in hindsight, that helped out the PGA by some of those guys doing that,
Yeah,
as we've
still.
talked about. Okay. But yeah, again, elite category if you find yourself Scotty Scheffler in that weekend. He's already teed off as of this morning. I forget who he's teeing off with, but not the best conditions at Shinnecock right now, as we were talking about. The rain, the wind.
The wind's the biggest deal. You can these guys, they don't prefer rain, but they can deal with rain. Their caddies can keep their clubs dry. They got the gear. The wind is the problem, particularly with narrow fairways. Now, the one thing, and the wind also affects the putting. The rain will help to a degree slow the greens down and make them more receptive. So they would prefer the rain because that's going to make the course from a landing them on the greens and maybe slowing the greens down. The wind will affect the putting as much as it will affect your accuracy. So, 25-mile-an-hour winds are the biggest factor right now that'll affect play.
They have to deal with the elements when they are out there, and it's just part of it, unfortunately, from time to. Is this the,
that's why these are the best in the world. They'll manage it, but that's the factor that will come into play more than anything.
Is this the second favorite event in golf for you behind Augusta? Because I have the Ryder Cup at 2.
I think I've changed after going and playing St. Andrews, after playing some of the many of the 8 courses we played in Scotland. My perspective has changed because I think I played 6 or 7 courses that at some point in the history of the Open Championship had hosted one. So I think I am Masters 1 and now Open Championship 2, U.S. Open 3, and the PGA's the weakest of the field of the 4 because there's so many club pros and PGA professionals that qualify. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that does dilute the field a little bit. It is a larger field.
So
but,
Ryder Cup's not anywhere in the top 4?
Well, you said the majors.
No, I said just
golf events.
Yeah, that's
well,
why
Ryder
Cups.
Cups.
That's
Ryder
why I said
Cups
Ryder Cups too.
For you,
me,
okay.
Yeah. So I think that's just from an
Masters is
entertaining
1, and that's just not even. That's not even Masters 1, Open, probably Ryder Cup than U.S. Open. I enjoy seeing the guys struggle. Well, this ain't golf. Guys shooting 2 under and winning. I enjoy that.
One of us.
I don't want to see it. Well, I mean, listen, we wouldn't break 150 on these courses from the tees they play.
Mm-hmm.
Counting them all. No mulligans, no breakfast pops, no breakfast, lunch, dinner balls, none of that stuff. No playing it up.
150?
No. I don't think I could break 150 from that. And I don't know that you'd break 200. You'd run out of golf balls before you got to 150.
150?
I don't think you have a clue how difficult how long it is. I mean, you'd be hitting driver 3-wood wedge into par 4s. If you could keep it in the fairway.
I'm playing a club this weekend that tips out at 7,800.
And you're not going to play those tees.
We're playing the 61.
Go back there and play. Just go out here to Hartscrabble. Get on the Razorback tees. Go play the tips at Hartscrabble sometime for fun. Play it down and count them all. If you hit it out of bounds, stroke and distance.
Yeah.
All of it. Don't touch the ball. If you bend over, you better be tying your shoes. Putt them all out.
Yeah.
And even in those conditions where you're not playing narrow fairways, high roughs.
I bet I break 120 out there doing that.
I would bet the other way.
From the Razorback tees?
Mm-hmm. Counting them all.
Yeah, I shot 100 at the Blessings, and you thought that I lied to you about
You didn't
that.
play the tips.
We played, I think it was 65. I mean, it's
trust me, another 500 yards when you add them to the par 4s.
No bueno.
That's where, I mean, where it kills you is not the par 3s. You can probably still get on in 3, even with the distance. The length kills you on the par 3s, where now you're hitting 4-iron, 3-iron, 5-wood. Par 4s, now you're hitting what's a good drive for you, 250, 260? Do you really get a hold of one?
Brennan's.
I mean, now you're hitting driver,
give or take,
3-wood into a par 4 because you hit a driver and then you still got 230 left because from back there it's nearly 500 yards.
Brennan says, Ty, you're scoring 90 at times for the whites. 150 is 100%.
No, I mean, if we could get on Shinnecock and put you back there, I would go to Arvest Bank and figure out how much money they would loan me on my home.
I couldn't break.
That you couldn't break 150 from where the pros are playing.
200. You said.
Oh, I don't think you break 200 either. I think we would break your will. I think you would be crying, begging to. I quit. I give up. I don't think I could break 150. This isn't like I could do it. You could. That's how difficult it is, and how good these guys are.
Do you know anyone that could get us on so we could test it out? we could.
Does make my argument a little firmer, the fact that we don't. But I'll stand. I do know who can get you on. If we went to the Blessings, you can play the tips. I don't know that you'd get one. I don't think I'd break 100.
Yeah, but I could break 150 out there, I think. I shot 100 last time we were out there. You looked at me like I had something growing on my
forehead. But you didn't play the tips.
Yeah, I know, but that's 50 or 49 extra shots.
But and also, yeah, but I mean, we're going to. I don't know. I'd be
Why don't you call Mr. Tyson and say, hey, can we do this?
I think I got him in my phone. I don't.
Great ice cream milkshakes out there.
I've heard that. I've never been.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Let's say Coldenstad. It's saying you're spot on. That's why my 82-year-old father can play along with us from the senior tees.
Yeah. That's why there's 4, 5, 6 sets of tees on a difficult golf course.
Well, I guess we'll have to experience it somehow.
Yeah. Hey, when you need a place to stay in Northwest Arkansas, I always choose, Ty chooses, the Inn at the Mill, centrally located in the heart of Northwest Arkansas at the Johnson exit. That's exit 69 off I-49. Big, oversized, spacious rooms. Got a couch in there, coffee table. You can spread out, do work. Got plenty of room for luggage. Not cramped in there. Bathrooms more than ample. Big, separate shower and toilet area from the vanity and all that. So room for everyone to get ready at the same time in your room. TV, plenty of, big TV for you to watch. All of it there. Great breakfast to start the day. You're going to love your stay at the Inn at the Mill. 479-443-1800 is their number. It's just easy to call. They answer the phone. 443-1800 or online at innatthemill.com.
Did you watch the closeout game in the College World Series last night?
Fell asleep watching it. Oklahoma was out Georgia.
Jeff
and then spanked him, I read this morning.
Well, they said Jeff wants to let you know how about them Sooners.
Well, looking forward to a North Carolina win. But I don't know. Right now, they're so red hot. If the Sooners keep this up, they will beat North Carolina. They're the best team I've seen play, if you're just being objective, but I'm not rooting for them.
Ryan in Prairie Grove, Tommy, I know it's blasphemous saying this in Western Washington County, but he wants Oklahoma to win the College World Series, sadly.
Well, go ahead and root for them. Me and Colton choose to stand on the right side, the righteous side.
I just said
me
go
and
Tar
Colton
Heels.
stand on the righteous side of this
just
argument.
said go Tar Heels. The Morning Rush is on the righteous side.
Follow the show on Twitter at HitThatLineAR and on Facebook and Instagram at HitThatLine.
This is Dave Neal with ESPN. You're listening to The Morning Rush.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www.
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
So I asked him, I said, how do you tell a girl or a lady they look very beautiful today?
This is the Morning Rush.
When the heat turns up, your equipment can't afford to slow down. At Sharp Equipment, we keep you working with quality parts, quick repairs, and a team that knows how to get you back up and running. Whether you're tackling land, lifting loads, or repairing what broke in the field, we've got your back. Visit Sharp Equipment at 3918 Pointer Trail East in Van Buren, or give us a call at 479-649-0500. Sharp Equipment, keeping your world moving. Less downtime, more done.
Why do people love Shamrock Liquor Warehouse? Simple. They've got it all. 70 years in business, 15,000 square feet of choices. They buy in volume so you can save. What else? How about the largest selection of everything? Shamrock's got it. Special orders? Shamrock's got it. Convenient drive-through, open 6 days a week? Shamrock's got it. Need a keg for your party? Shamrock's got it. Load up at Shamrock Liquor Warehouse at the corner of Midland and Riverfront Drive in Fort Smith.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LindberghTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
To $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off. Or take 2.9% financing for up to 72 months. Lease the all-new 2026 GMC EV Sierra for as low as $600 a month with approved credit. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about. A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Passionate about sports? If yes, let's take that passion and put it to work growing your business. I'm Rita Newton with ESPN Arkansas, and I help people like you that own businesses connect them with our avid and loyal sports listeners through the power of radio with sharing your words, plus offering digital solutions. Whether you need more customers or more traffic on your website, I am your girl. So email me at rita.newton@hitthatline.com or call me at 479-353-1242. One email or one call away to working on a business plan to help you grow your business.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Darren McFadden goes 73 yards. And Ballot has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Well, Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS. This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
And Arkansas baseball continues to add commits for this upcoming transfer portal class. As of now, number one transfer portal class. I'm reading this on Hog Sports. According to 64 Analytics. Tommy, you had the number one class in basketball. Right now, you've got the number one transfer portal class for baseball. What would you give to have that in football? The number one, either high school or transfer portal class for football. I'd give up a lot.
What would you give up? Would you give up a good baseball program?
For all the baseball,
would you give that up to be, I mean...
Me personally, yes.
Okay, would you give up John Calipari as your head coach?
No. I'm a basketball enthusiast, and I like baseball, and I liked it more since I had a chance to be here. I don't want people to think that I hate baseball or anything, but if you're asking for me to choose, I can have a great football program or a baseball program. I'm going football.
Would you go back to having a softball program that doesn't make even the tournament?
Yes, no question. Sorry, Coach.
And your baseball program go to just being very mid.
Yes.
So you would give up having an elite baseball program
for a good football program?
Well, you said for being in a number one transfer portal situation for football, which guarantees you what?
Zilch, nada, nothing.
I mean,
I'm assuming that's where you were towards.
And here, my point is, there are only so many resources in our state.
Yes.
We are a state of 3 million people, but we are not the wealthiest in this country. And right now, we have not figured out how yet to tap into the wealth that does it. We hadn't found that vein of extra gold we need for the football program. We've kind of found it for basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball's found its donors. We haven't found those folks because it takes a lot for football.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wonder, are we, that might be, hang on, we'll get to that in the Morning Rush Daily question coming up.
Okay.
All right.
George Wilson is going to be joining us on Monday. Got a chance to talk with him. He's excited for this upcoming football team, former Razorback wide receiver and a teammate of our co-host and friend Matt Jones. I know that people were, I text him. I was like, hey, maybe the boys can go down to Austin like you guys did in 03 and beat the Longhorns this year. That'd be something. And he's like, well, I liked what I saw. I saw he met with the team, so we're going to have him on. Going to Austin and winning is got to be near the top of any Razorback fans list, right? I mean, of any venue to go into, football, basketball, baseball, that has to be near the top, going to Darrell K. Royal and winning a football game.
I think Rupp Arena in basketball might top it with some.
Oh, that
probably
Cal
with you
win 2 years ago.
But no, I think winning at Baton Rouge is special, but I'm with you. Now I'd trade Texas and LSU for a win at A&M this year. I really would.
So a road Texas win and a home LSU win to close out the season.
No, I would trade those to get a win on the road at A&M.
That's what I'm saying, for a Kyle Field win in October.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Why? What's the rationale there?
I think it would set the tone for some other games. It would also inject some confidence that Ryan Silverfield is the right hire for this program. That's really goal number one this year. I mean, we can talk about 5 wins, 6 wins. You know, does it really make a difference if you're a 4 or 5 or a 5 or a 6 win program? What you want to do, what that would do is make the fan base, donors, administration, observers, opponents, everybody. Arkansas got the right guy as their head coach. That's goal. To me, that's goal number one, is just confirmation this year, affirmation. Ryan Silverfield's the right guy in the chair for this job. So, all right, that's the Hog Update this morning. It is brought to you by our friends at Pradco and the all-new Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops. Go in there and wander around. You'll find the Pradco store in the fishing department. They can customize most of their lures in their catalog for you right there on site. You got people there to help you. It's a $3 upcharge. You buy what they'll call the blanks. So whether, depending on the type of lure you want, and then you can choose colors and also a message to go on it as well. It's a really cool deal and would make a really neat Father's Day gift as well. All right, so it's the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. It's a one-of-a-kind. Check it out for Father's Day weekend at Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith.
All right, let's go to CrossFit, home of the Eagles, question mark?
Yes.
Eagles, Jackie's there.
He says with no confidence.
Jackie, what's up this morning?
Hey, I'm sitting out here chunking in baits, man, catching in bass.
There you go.
Listening to y'all. But I just got a comment. I've been watching the College World Series, and I remember where I was at when Georgia put 26 on Arkansas, and I thought nobody could shut them down. But the reason I called this is I'm not running the team down, but this is my 73-year-old thing that I saw with Arkansas. Their pitching is way, way worse than I thought, because the other teams have been able to shut Georgia down. I didn't think nobody could do it.
I mean, pitching was that was the Jackie. That was the deficit they had this year. Didn't have a second or a third starter.
Yeah,
one more starter, and we may still be talking about this team.
DVH, Jackie explaining Lawrence. Unfortunately, after 3 or 4 starts from Fisher, he didn't know what you're going to get. Gibbler didn't translate to a starter like they thought he was going to. Dietz was above and beyond what they thought, but that was, unfortunately, that was it.
Jackie, real quick, what are they biting on today?
I'm fishing an 8-inch lizard around these cypress trees, and I'm telling you, I have missed at least 3 over 5 pounds.
Oh, man.
All right, we'll get back to it, my man. Thanks for calling.
All right, thank you.
All right, Jackie and all of our listeners can join us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963.
Morning Rush Daily Question. We get back. More news on Brendan Sorsby as well next.
Live on your favorite radio station, hitthatline.com and the Hit That Line Now app.
Why did you read the text then?
You laughed at it. Stop.
You don't have any morals, Ty.
You're listening to The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
Looking for a fence that stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you've got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www.
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
The Grand Slam has never been a motivating factor for me. Would it be a dream to win the U.S. Open? Of course.
This is the Morning Rush.
Drive smarter with a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle available only at Rath Auto Resources. We look all over the region for the best used cars. From there, they're inspected, reconditioned to our certified standards, and backed with a comprehensive warranty. And while the other guys might spring hundreds or even $1,000 in added fees on you at the last minute, our painless pricing and non-commissioned sales team ensure that you get a straight deal every time. Make the switch to a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle and see why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
It's impossible not to feel luxurious with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes. With your choice between the iconic $5 box, decadent $7 box, and opulent $9 box, featuring the Fajita Street chalupas with boldly seasoned peppers and onions, all that Lutz might go to your head. But even though it makes you feel like a high roller, let's wait on that yacht down payment. Get your $5, $7, or $9 Lutz box today, only at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tax extra.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build-it-yourself. Lumber One is a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Enclaves at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off and 4.9% financing for up to 84 months on this luxurious third-row SUV. Or drive the brand-new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited-time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Is your business getting found online or getting lost in the crowd? Hi, I'm Christy Bedeau with ESPN Arkansas, and I'm here to help you get your products and services found in today's digital world. Not only do we offer connections to the loyal Razorback fan base, but we can help you build, maintain, and grow your online presence. From world-class websites to streaming video commercials, we create the campaign that allows you to be found online and on air. I can help you create a marketing strategy built around your goals that works. Call me, Christy Bedeau, at 208-3012 for a free needs analysis, and let's create a marketing plan that gets you found.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question. All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Kristen's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
All right, you're out tomorrow, and this was really going to be a topic for tomorrow, but you led me perfectly into it with your comments in the last segment. So here's the Morning Rush Daily question, and maybe we'll come back to this tomorrow.
We will.
Can we have a great football and men's basketball program at Arkansas at the same time? Is it possible? Because the only time it's happened was in a much different era in the late 70s. Final Four, won the Orange Bowl, top 5 in the country in football. But you had Sidney you had some of the greats in both programs of all time playing in that era. You had Lou Holtz, Hall of Fame coach. Eddie Sutton, Hall of Fame coach. Different era. It's the only time you can really zero in and say for a sustained period of time. And when I say sustained, I mean...
What does that mean?
I think sustained means you are winning at a high level, ranked in the top 10, and very consistent 4 out of 5 years. That, to me, is a sustained period.
Okay.
Which really doesn't make 2010 and 11 a sustained period. While that was a great moment in Razorback history in football, 10 and 11 and what Petrino did was not a sustained period or a sustained era in Razorback football. 4 out of 5 years meeting, an above average criteria, getting to 8+ wins, those things. Can you do it? And then in basketball, it would be making the Sweet 16 or better 4 out of 5 years. Probably one Final Four in there, conference titles. I mean, you can have your own criteria, but not just making the tournament doesn't cut it. So can you be great in football and basketball over a sustained 4 to 5 year period at the same time? That's the Morning Rush Daily question.
I think you can, but we haven't.
Okay, but
yes,
what's it going to take to do that? Is it is the resources here? Go ahead and finish your thought on that, because I think you're right.
Like you said, 2 Hall of Fame coaches you have.
Can we afford Hall of Fame coaches at the same time? Can you afford Calipari, who's really the only Hall of Fame coach that you ever hired with Hall of Fame status? You look at the rest of them, they became Hall of Famers at Arkansas.
Dave, Nolan, Eddie, yeah.
DeBryan, Frank Broyles. Who else are we missing? Obviously, McDonald's the dean of Hall of Fame coaches. But none of those guys were hired. Calipari, if I'm just thinking off the top of my head, only one we've ever hired that came in with that credential.
That's a good point. I think you can. I think you almost make an excuse for the athletics department by saying you can only be good in one sport for a sustained period of time. Because basketball, for a sustained period of time from 21 to now, with the exception of the 23 season, Muss's last year, has been at that level. You've been in the Sweet 16 or better every year except for the 23 off year that we had in Muss's final year. So that's there.
And I don't know if he's going to end up with Hall of Fame tags on him, but he's an elite coach.
Yeah, football, you've had one good season that time period, 21. You went 9-4. That's the best in recent memory. The number 1 baseball team in the country didn't lose an SEC series. Football team that went 9-4, and a basketball team went to the Elite Eight for the first time since '95. But like you said, it wasn't able to sustain.
So, all right, Coach, I agree with you. It starts there, and that starts with money as well. And the other, what else do you need? What are the other ingredients? And how do you reap that crop for both buckets, both silos at the same time? Because that's what we want. Nobody wants a great football program at the expense of your basketball program, going back to Stan Heath and, Mike Anderson, where you're just okay.
What's been the key in these 2 runs for Cal and Muss?
What's been the key? Well, transfer portal.
3 people.
Okay. But
John Tyson, Brian, and Manny Hunt. Okay. That has been the
really
4.
2 bit.
Warren Stevens. I left Warren out. 4.
How dare you?
Bad on
there
my
goes your
part.
membership at the Illusion.
4. So 4 people. So you can't just have one big dog in football. You have to have several that get together and we're sick of this.
But I would say John Tyson's done his share in football too. Logo on the field, they pumped some money in. Walmart's helped. It's just, it tells you the massive challenge you're up against in football. But I come back, and I think you're hitting on a lot of the right points, and I don't think there is one right answer. But what's it going to take to be great in football? And when I say great, I don't mean win the national title. I don't mean make the Final Four every year. I just mean having a program you can get chesty about a little bit.
I would also,
consistent top 15 in football. You're finishing in the top 5 or 6 in the SEC. Maybe with the expanded playoff, I think it's reasonable to expect to be in that if you're talking about that. What would be defined as great? To me, if you made the playoff in this new expanded format 2 or 3 out of 5 years, even if you're a back-end seed, I think from where we've been, we'd be happy till we're not.
So let's go.
So I'm not talking about how do we win the national title in both sports in one year. I'm not trying to shoot the moon here. I'm just, is that possible at our university?
Brad and Springdale, we can't be both without significant financial changes. Sean says it only happens if a Hunt, a Tyson, or Walton decides to fund football. Andy says no, not in his lifetime. Ryan says no because then baseball will suck, and I hate that. Or he said I ain't about that life. I think also. All right, so think about SEC as we close out this Morning Rush Daily Question brought to you by Cart Pass Social.
An elite Morning Rush Daily Question.
What has also been an element of every significant SEC-level season since '92? What has been a key component in every single one of those teams?
My first answer would be Arkansas born and bred talent.
There you go. Madre 95, Burlsworth 98.
Look at
Matt 02.
Look at those you're talking about the stars, but also look at those offensive lines in football.
Yeah, Garrett, Burlsworth, all those guys. D-Mac 06, Tyler, and I know Ryan was on the other side of the border, but he was basically Texarkana.
He counts. Count the bucket.
Ryan, Tyler, Joe, Greg, all those guys, even 21, Traylon. You can't have.
But the portal's changed all that.
Yeah.
You have access, if you have the funds, to great talent.
But you can't have.
So you're right on everything you said is right. How do you balance that? You got to have a mix of both. You can't let the best players in our state leave, but you don't build a program quickly and sustain it without. If you're not in the portal, Dabo's shown us you're going to lose.
Yep.
So you're not wrong in what you're saying, but that isn't the complete answer.
All right, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. #1 place for indoor golf. You can host your corporate event there, birthday parties, Tommy's favorite gender reveals. They've got a summer membership going on now through September. All you can golf starting at just $200 a month. Rain, shine, hot, doesn't matter. It can be 100 degrees outside. You can go to the air conditioning at Cart Pass Social. TVs everywhere, World Cup, College World Series, MLB. You can watch it all at Cart Pass Social. 122 Grant Place in Lowell. It is always BYOB at Cart Pass Social. So Brendan Sorsby continues to be in college football headlines. And this was on Dallas Sports Radio, 105.3 The Fan. And this is his agent, Ron Slavin, talking about the integrity violations.
So I know you guys are all perfect and live by the Mother Teresa ways of the world, but how many 18-year-olds make really bad decisions? And there was never any integrity of the game violations.
Hands up.
Or 29,000 of them.
Yeah.
That guy sucked.
Hands
I mean,
up.
come on.
Now,
he's his representative. He's his agent. He's doing what he's supposed to. But that's in one ear, out the other with me.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of there too. Now,
I mean, that's like having his mama on the show right there.
No,
Come on.
He expanded on just kind of the situation. Brennan not suiting up this fall. Here's what he said about the decision to leave Texas Tech.
It just came down to too much pressure from everybody else on Tech, and Brendan still wanted to play at Tech. This wasn't Brendan Sorsby not wanting to play college football. This was Brendan Sorsby just being advised by the school that I think it's time for you. We had 7 days left to file for the supplemental draft and didn't know where this thing was going to go. So we won in court. We did our job on our side, but for whatever reason, the world melted down like college football was ruined forever.
Any thoughts on that?
You can make all what you think are reasons. We think they're excuses. Integrity
He played the integrity card.
Integrity's a dangerous place for him to be even discussing this.
And sports.
And I find it very unlikely Cincinnati knew nothing about any of this.
Well, that's what he's saying.
I find that highly unlikely.
He also said in the interview that said if there's anyone that's be catching heat, it should be Cincinnati because they knew for 2 years and never said anything or didn't do anything about it. That's a part of the story that gets lost because the thought process from some is that when he left Cincinnati, Ohio to go to Lubbock, Texas to play for Joey McGuire and Cody Campbell, that, again, true or untrue, the Bearcats were the one that leaked that information out because they were spurned. Like,
even if they did, is it wrong? I mean, is it inaccurate? Is it a lie?
No, it's not.
Come back. At the end of the day, what's the truth here? Is the truth that he wagered on college football? I need a yes or no answer.
Yes.
Fact.
Did he do it nearly 30,000, approximately more than 25 and less than 30,000 times? And place a significant amount of money on it? I need a yes or no answer.
Yes.
I think that 30,000 might be the number. I think that might be the number of money he bet. But he was a significant number, yes.
I mean, again, I find it interesting we have finally found a guardrail that it seems like the general public, administrators, I think probably even athletes, but they don't want to go on the record, say, no. This is a bridge too far here for everyone.
We brought this up yesterday. It's the longest yard clip. It's caretakers saying, man, shaving points in football, that's un-American. It's the same thing, same concept.
Hey, be sure and download the Hit That Line Now app brought to you by Taco Bell and the Lux Value Menu. It includes a total of 10 different items to choose from, each priced at $3 or less. Find one at a Taco Bell near you and download the Hit That Line Now app, and it's powered by Taco Bell. Whatever you're craving, Taco Bell's Lux Value Menu has got you covered with affordable menu options. Lewis Automotive Group hotline is open, 877-377-6963. 877-377-6963. Got another hour of the morning rush coming up.
Yeah, Tom Murphy's going to join us. We'll get his thoughts on this Sorsby mess. I was reading this report that electricity costs are expected to hit a record high this summer. So why don't you pull out your app or your phone and see what your latest electricity bill is. Mine was pricey, but I'm guessing it's not the worst one. Hour 2's next.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man. 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years. The Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences. Residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fifth Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback, the only local family and Arkansas alumni Razorback store in the state.
And the Stadium Shop is the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
You know, it seems there's always a Razorback sporting event happening.
And if you need something new for your home, office, or just want to update your wardrobe, the Stadium Shop has new stuff arriving all the time.
And we don't have to ask someone from corporate office to get something that Hog fans want. We are the corporate office.
Hey, Matt, did you hear about the tree out in front of the store?
No, what about it?
I heard it's a bit shady.
Wow, you got to leave these jokes alone.
Anyway, you can see the shady tree and all the hog stuff at 989 South Razorback Road here in Fayetteville.
But not everyone can get to Fayetteville, so we've got one of those www.
Dad, again, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or they can call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
Fort Smith, your next great fishing story starts at the brand new Bass Pro Shops outpost on Bass Pro Drive, just off Rogers Avenue. Step inside and discover the Pradco store within a store, where you can design a custom autographed lure from iconic shapes like the Head and Spook, Cotton Cordell Redfin, and many others. Add your name, a message, or whatever sparks your imagination. Whether you're gearing up for the water or grabbing a one-of-a-kind gift, it's all happening now at the Bass Pro Outpost. Come make something unforgettable.
This is The Morning Rush.
Drive smarter.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's Lutz boxes are curated to perfection. The refined $5 box, opulent $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box, featuring the Fajita Street chalupas with boldly seasoned peppers and onions. Each delivers a satisfying symphony of flavors, but all that Lutz might go to your head.
Monsieur, check please.
You already paid. That's literally your receipt.
I wanna hear.
Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
old days, and I ran into this guy who was a German major, and obviously I was just trying to enjoy well, that too, but try to impress the ladies back in the days when I was in my 20s. So I asked him, I said, how do you tell a girl or a lady they look very beautiful today? In order to say you look very beautiful today to a woman, it's du seist gut aus. Du seist gut aus. So I don't know if it ever helped me or not, but I definitely have that ingrained in my mind, and I've actually said it to a German lady who knew me. I wasn't trying to pick her up or anything like that, and she was impressed. So, it's weird how it stays with you.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studio, produced by Colton Little with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
What you're going to hear on the Morning Rush. I did not have that from Richard Davenport, but it was fantastic nevertheless. Hey, by the way, where am I open? Did I throw that away? What's this song again, Colton?
Brian Adams.
Everything I do, I do.
Everything I do, I do.
Brian Adams, right?
Yeah.
He's a Hog fan.
Came out on this day in 1991. Did you say he was an Arkansas fan?
He wears a Razorback cap. He's worn it at several shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I did with my first sheet, but on this day in 1991, this song apparently came out. This is a good song. Jeffrey says this is the Robin Hood song. Is this in the Kevin Costner Robin Hood?
Yes.
From back then? I still haven't seen that one. That's the Prince of Thieves, right?
That sounds right.
Okay. I still haven't seen that one.
That's Men in Tights.
Guess I need. Oh, that's Men in Tights?
No.
Okay. Because that was the spoof. That was the Spaceballs, basically, of Star Wars in Robin Hood, essentially. That was the difference. Never know what you're going to hear on the Morning Rush. You'll
Brian Adams, kind of, I think everyone's heard that song once or twice.
Billboard Song of the Year in 1991.
Yeah. So, baby making music there.
Is that right?
Probably so. That'd be a good
What
one.
goes on that playlist? I'm
don't
curious
know.
now.
What do you have on there?
We don't have that playlist in my house.
877.
What goes on your baby making playlist?
Yeah.
Maybe we ask Tom.
Text that in. Yeah. Tom would love that question. Hey, Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. They've got FIFA World Cup going on right now with the big screen up top, so you can stop in, watch that, as they're going to have a lot of the games on. It's a good place for that. I always say I like it because it's where adults go to hang out. It's not loud. You don't have to shout out over somebody because the noise is so much, just the ambiance, that you can't have an adult conversation. I mean, when me and Laura go out for date night, we don't want to have to shout across the table because there's, music being played so loud that we can't hear each other. If we wanted loud, we'd just go home, hang out with the kids, right? So you can check that out. Here's something you're going to like, because I know you're a fan of the frozen drink this time of the year. They have got the frozen strawberry margarita.
Ooh.
This sounds like it's right up your alley for summer. It's made with Skittle-infused Don Julio. So I think you ought to try one of these out.
Fancy.
It looks fantastic on their Facebook page, and it's a new frozen drink available now at Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue. Wednesday nights is new. They've got family night that you can check out. Wednesdays only, starting this month. It started last week. It's going to be a great night to bring the family along with you. And they'll have live music on occasion, so you can check out that schedule and everything at uncorkthefort.com. Their Facebook page is constantly updated with new things going on, so if you haven't liked that, you should as well. It's Uncorked, Phoenix Avenue, next to Sody's in Fort Smith, where reservations, schedules, menus, and more, uncorkthefort.com.
Cameron in Paragould says, I used to use that song while on dates. It worked like a charm. 90s, what's that put you at? Early 20s?
Well,
right?
I mean,
1991.
If 91.
No,
how old were you in 91?
in 91, I was in high school, so I'd have been 16, 17, somewhere right in there.
Okay. Was that a big pop-in song when you guys were in high school?
I know it was,
All right.
Country was huge then. That was when George was in his the beginning of his extended zenith of a career for George Strait, and Garth Brooks was really coming on the scene. Country in our neck of the woods dominated. I remember, early days of my radio career, the two country stations had like a 70 share in the early 90s. It was unbelievable.
Graham in Prairie Grove calls that couples skate music.
Yes.
Okay.
All skate slowly, carefully, and safely, please. All skate. That's couples only there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Low. Do you bring the lights down to get the strobes going slow?
There you go.
Do you ever go to the roller skating rink as a kid?
Yes.
As an adolescent?
The Arkansas Stadium had both a roller rink and a ice rink, so you chose. Sometimes you would go to both. You would start with one and then go to the other.
We didn't all grow up in West Little Rock where they had ice skating and roller skating.
Wow. You ask a question.
I mean, we had to get those ones at the bargain store. We had to strap to our tennis shoes. That's the best we could do.
Get done there and go play polo, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how I convey that I was as middle class as most of the people listening right now.
We were just trying to aspire to that. So.
All right, let's bring in Tom
We'd
Murphy.
save up for a month to go to the roller skating rink on Saturday.
Tom, do you ever roller skate or ice skate back in the day in your adolescence?
Not much of that, and there weren't a whole lot of ice skating rinks around when everything was black and white.
Yeah.
When I was little,
man, when you were 10 or 12 years old, you had to go roller skating because you might get to couple skate with that girl you want, and you might get to hold her hand. I mean, that's a big deal, you know.
Well, I did roller skate a little, but that was back when there was 4 skates. There was no inline, the real good ones, and all that.
Oh yeah.
So it was ancient, y'all.
Oh, I'm talking about going there and you just rent a pair, you know.
I could see.
Lace them up.
I could see when Tom was rolling around Ruston, Louisiana at Louisiana Tech, he could do like a little disco roller skate. I could see you being the life of the party back then, Tom.
I was one of those guys that struggled to stay on my feet and looked very awkward. But my kids picked it up. I've got a daughter who's a premier ice skater. I mean, does programs and everything.
Heck yeah! All right, Tom. So
she must get that from her mama.
We were talking about the transfer portal class that DVH has assembled thus far. You got double-digit numbers. It's number 1 portal class right now. You had the number 1 basketball class. You had the number 1 baseball class, at least as it stands on June the 18th. What would you give as an Arkansas fan to have the number 1 football class out of the portal?
Wow. Well, I mean, as a media member, I don't feel comfortable saying what I would give, but I would say this. I enjoy covering a really good football team, like 2010, 2011. Those were really fun. You know, when you're in the national spotlight a little bit, and when you're about to play LSU in the last regular season game of the year, and you're contemplating if they can upset LSU, will they play for the national championship? That was real fun. And then when you're struggling to get into a bowl, it's a different subset of concerns. But however, yeah, I mean, this goes to show that there is some NIL money. I mean, there's a budget, and baseball and basketball certainly have profited. Looks like softball is getting some good portal, and women's basketball too.
Mm-hmm.
So football's the big one. You know, what do they do to make themselves an attractive destination spot? You can offer playing time and all that kind of stuff, but they've got to get to a level where you can out-recruit an Oklahoma and an LSU here and there and land some premier guys.
Yeah. So our Morning Rush daily question about a half hour ago was, can Arkansas have a great football and men's basketball program at the same time? I define great kind of like you did, in the national spotlight, a sustained period of time, like 4 out of 5 years, you're getting the kind of results you're talking about. Basketball, you're making Sweet 16s, maybe one Final Four in that. We're not talking about you have to win the national title to qualify for what I'm talking about. Can you do both at once for a 5-year period? Are the resources available here to have your cake and eat it too?
Well, it's a great question to ponder, but I would say this. We just don't have enough data from the last 4, 5, 6 years to say that can happen, because it hasn't happened, and Arkansas football really hasn't been much of a player in the NIL era, in the transfer portal era. So theoretically, sure, it's possible, because already basketball is a player, and then it's just a matter of making sure you have a big-time quarterback, you know, and then a few key players. I mean, the Traylon Burks, KJ Jefferson, that won some games for Arkansas. They beat A&M. They beat Missouri with that combo, but that was a 1-year thing in 2021, and they made the Outback Bowl. So that's the best indicator that if you can get a good quarterback, some good talent in place, a little bit of defense, then you have a chance.
Colton, this will be a good one to bring up tomorrow. Maybe look this up. Teams that have made the college football playoff and the Sweet 16 over the last 5 years that have done it in the same year. I mean, Michigan obviously comes to mind, but when we talk about can Arkansas do it, I mean, the next question is who else is already being able to do it? I mean, what we're asking here is not like a simple thing. We just need one or two adjustments because I don't think there are many programs that are able to maybe be consistently at a Sweet 16 and the college football playoff.
Alabama is the one that comes to
That'd
mind.
be another one.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, having to watch that program.
But I mean, the point, Tom, is it's not just snap your fingers. It's easy to do, and you better have an elite coach in both sports.
Yeah, that's absolutely a must as well. So, yeah, a lot of things fall into place. Proper spending in the NIL realm, good transfer portal additions, maybe some value guys in there, really good team leadership. That's the one thing. We can talk about having a big budget, but it's like what your locker room feels like. Who leads? Who is playing because they want to succeed as a unit versus I want to make more money in my NIL.
Yeah, and you better have an above-average AD to oversee all of it because I don't think it happens without leadership at the top.
Yeah, I do think that's a must as well, that it's a unified deal. And, you know, in COVID, the coach text thing they had going on, that there was some – I remember doing a story on that, how it just felt like there was a symbiosis involved with all the coaches texting each other, and haven't checked in on that in a while. I'm not sure if it's still a thing or not.
Well, on the coaches' symbiosis, I remember one of the coolest moments from the year after that. Tom, you remember in Dallas, Jerry World, when Arkansas finally beat A&M, when you had DVH and Muss there with Pittman after the game. I do enjoy seeing, and now it's DVH, Ryan Silverfield, and Cal. I do enjoy seeing those coaches' interactions at different sporting events, don't you?
I do too, and I think it's good for the fan base to see that unity and all, and DVH has been really good at that. When you think about the games he showed up at, the time that he was waving Cal off the court when he got ejected here in basketball, and now they're friends, now they're buddies. And Courtney Deifel has always talked about the support they get from baseball. DVH is good for the university.
I remember you might have asked him this when Cal got hired, and they had like one of the first couple. Didn't you ask? It's like, hey, have you welcomed Cal yet? Like you did a couple years ago after something. I don't know. I'm like miswording how you asked it, but I feel like you asked him that.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was me, but somebody did ask DVH that, and he was like, well, hey, he was with the other team at the time. I'm supporting Arkansas. Yeah. And Cal got booted. He got ejected from the game, and I'm waving goodbye. See ya. And it's just so funny how that became like a prominent thing, DVH waving from the stand.
That was great. Tom Murphy with us, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Tom, you mentioned Oklahoma in football earlier. Well, their baseball team won last night, defeated Georgia. I think the thought process was Texas or Georgia was going to win it all. I think we all agreed on that on this show on that. Well, neither team's doing it. Now you got OU and North Carolina. Surprised to see Skip Johnson's group suiting up on Friday.
How do we explain this? Because they were like one of the last teams in the field, right? They had to win a couple games at the end of the season. How do we explain this, Tom?
Timing, and we talked about it just on this segment before. And I said Tuesday to you guys, I give 50-50 odds for the winner of the Georgia-Texas game to take Oklahoma out. Mm-hmm. Well, I lost that. At the start of the deal, I said I would take Georgia over the field, and I was wrong there. North Carolina coming out of that bracket, they were the highest rated team, no big surprise. But Oklahoma, a surprise. I'm going to tell y'all something. When they lost game 2 in Fayetteville, all right, so game 1, I thought I was going to talk to Skip right outside their dugout, and he came by me, and I looked at him a little, and he's heading down the tunnel. And I thought he was out of there, and I was like, hey, Skip. He didn't hear me. Then I said, hey, Skip. And he's like, what? He was, like, clearly frustrated. He turned around and said, I'm going to go talk to my team first, okay? And they're like, okay, all right. So he did, and he came back and talked. He was fine. Day 2, Arkansas whipped him pretty good. And I said, knowing what you know about your team, how do you think you're going to rebound? His response blew me away. He said, I don't know if they care. And I'm not giving this verbatim, but this is the gist of what he said. I'm not sure if they care. They're 20-somethings. They're going to get in there on their phones and entertain themselves some way, and I don't know if they care enough to rebound. Well, you know what happened the next day? I think they scored 15 runs, and they won Game 3 against Arkansas. And since that time, I don't know, maybe he made sure his players freaking saw that quote because they have been a different team since that game.
Yeah. If you're Dave Van Horn, how do you feel? And I know we can't say how Dave Van Horn would feel, but if you were in his chair watching this College World Series unfold and seeing a team you beat 2 out of 3, seeing teams that you took care of in the regular season there, what are the thoughts that would probably be going through your mind?
Well, he knows it's all about timing. How you peak, who's performing at their maximum at that time of year. Think about Ole Miss in 22, last team in the tournament, they won it. They played Arkansas in the semis and all that. Think about Mississippi State the year they won it. I think Arkansas swept them. Was that 21? They swept Mississippi State that year, I think on the road. I might have that blurred a little bit. So Arkansas has been right there toe-to-toe with the team. If Oklahoma wins it all, it's a team that Arkansas took 2 of 3 from. So he knows timing, when you peak, and when your players are performing, when you have enough depth in your pitching. Clearly they had more pitching than Georgia yesterday, and that showed.
So here's what I would be thinking. All the criticism, all the doubting, all the things being said by the fans that follow Arkansas baseball, take it as a compliment because they have great expectations based on what we've done. Pressure is a privilege, to borrow that phrase. And then the other thought I'd be telling my staff, despite our starting pitching woes, and despite the bullpen blowing up on us a few times, we're really not that far away. So the right 3, 4, 5 guys out of the portal, we can be where Oklahoma's at right now, where North Carolina's at right now next year, because as you look back at everything we just covered, it's not like Arkansas's a universe apart from these teams that made the World Series.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, the blueprint's been there. They built it in 2018 when the pitching depth was better. There was maybe a better balance in your batting order. 2018, 2021, they were the best team in the country. There's no doubt in my mind. And then the North Carolina State thing happened, and North Carolina State just peaked at the right time. I was pulling for them in the World Series, and when they almost beat Vanderbilt with a COVID quarantine decimated roster, stunning. So anyway, the blueprint is there for Dave Van Horn and his crew. It's just a matter of the timing and the right pieces at the right time.
Yeah, everybody get your phone out right now and put a note in your phone to pop up on your calendar like late May that Oklahoma made the College World Series final, and they may be national champions, and did it by not hosting a regional, going on the road throughout. So when everyone gets fired up if Arkansas doesn't get what you feel they deserved in the postseason, it's not all about that. Oklahoma's done all of this going on the road in the regionals, the supers, and then, of course, to Omaha.
Any idea, guys, where they finished in the SEC? Tommy?
10th, wasn't it?
What?
Close. 11th.
Oh, they were 11th, right? Tied for 11th.
Yeah. So,
11th.
yeah, and that's a great point to add on. You don't have to be in the top 4 to think you have a chance to win a national title. So it's everything we've just to sum up our last 5 minutes of conversation. It's all about timing and getting hot at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Sub 500 in the SEC, and they won it. I mean,
and they're 2 wins away from being the national champion.
Yep, and I would not bet against them. Although North Carolina's playing good ball.
Yeah.
Tom, we'll leave it there, man. We'll see what happens this weekend in Omaha, and good stuff as always.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Have a good week.
All right, Tom Murphy with us here on the Morning Rush. All of our guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We're brought to you by Burton Pools and Spas. Turn your backyard into your own oasis with Burton Pools and Spas. Their Doughboy Super Sale is on right now. Save up to $1,250 on Doughboy above-ground pools. Get an 18-foot coastal pool for just $85 a month. And let me tell you, that includes installation. Because sometimes when I'm looking at something, if installation or assembly is not included, I'm probably out. Well, this is an easy turnkey deal for you with Burton Pools and Spas. Also ask about semi-in-ground pools, $2,000 off on those right now. The Doughboy Super Sale. Burton Pools and Spas, they're in Fort Smith, Springdale, Greenland, Hot Springs, and now Joplin, Missouri, and always online at burtonpools.com.
All right. We're still getting text on the rollerblading stuff. By the way, Blue Collar Greg says Garth at one point played a free concert at K-Rock.
Yeah, he had blown up. He was at the State Fair when they used to have really good shows at the Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair. He had been booked as kind of an up-and-comer, and then between the booking and that show, his career just really took off. I don't remember if it was free or not, but he did play at Harper Stadium at the Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair. That is a fact.
Jesse is a resident of Springdale. He says he used to go to a roller rink in Springdale every Friday. They wore overalls and one strap undone. I'm guessing this is guessing it's talking about the female. He said he
Yeah.
always he begged his mom for extra money to get speed steak. So there's a difference.
Speed. Oh yeah, that you can upgrade to those.
Oh, that's like okay. It's the because
they'll have races at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the
That really impressed the girls. You know,
when you run into
when you win that race.
when you run into the wall or whatever. I was always worried.
Don't wipe out.
Yeah,
they'll all laugh at you.
Now it's kind of coming back. That was something we did, and I was always
They put them cones up to make the cone. Yeah.
I was always concerned that I was going to crash into someone and cause a huge pile up. So I never went my full speed. I never gave it my
Could you
all
skate
because-
backwards?
No.
Say the cool kids could skate backwards. I couldn't do it. But I never claimed to be a cool kid.
Graham brings up limbo being also an event at the roller skating.
Limbo was always
You
a
ever do
stand.
that?
Yeah, well, I tried, but flexibility doesn't run in the craft jeans.
No, that's hard. That was a thing.
And you wore jeans. If not, you were going to get wood rash. When you wiped
Yeah.
out. So you had to. I didn't have the flexibility to win the limbo.
Colton, do you have a thought?
No, I found the stat that Tommy was.
Oh,
looking
we'll
for,
get
yeah.
to that. Hang on to it. We're in the middle of a roller skating conversation, son. Can't you see what's going on here?
What was the Gentry?
I was a rollerblader.
What was
we didn't
the
have the skating rink in Gentry. We only had one stoplight time. We had to go far into
Where
town.
would y'all go into town ever?
Oh,
and participate?
Well, when my
4
sister-
rodeo arenas, but no skating rink.
Yeah. When my sister was like 5 years old, she broke her arm skating. So from then
Oh.
on out, my whole family, we kind of had not like a beef, but an aversion to going skating. I was afraid.
Speaking of rodeo arenas, have you seen? Not only have different tourists that have come over for the World Cup flooded the World Cup soccer events
And the
but
bars.
several of them have also gone to rodeos around Dallas, and they have enjoyed it and injected their own fandom into these events. They're just to see, and they're like, these are awesome.
If you're going, I don't know what the percentage would be of people that are traveling here for the World Cup that it's their first time to North America and the United States, but I'm going to guess it's a pretty high percentage. And when I think about if you reverse it, if you were going to somewhere in Europe, wouldn't you want to ingrain yourself in that culture, do some of the things that are they're known for? That's exactly what we would do there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's called tourism, right?
It'd be fun. Be fun to at some point go to one of those events. I think my buddy's trying to convince me to go to the Ryder Cup next year in Ireland. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it in the United States. I don't want to be thought as like the enemy going across the pond.
But there's
Maybe that's
there's
the
nothing
wrong-
better to be there if the Americans won.
Well, we
on-
never win that, do we? Across the pond, like we've lost the last 8.
And honestly, you behind enemy lines, it does not turn out well generally. So why don't you just not go? Yeah, that would be great if you wouldn't go.
Okay. Oh, that's why I'm abstaining.
Yeah.
I want the Americans to win.
There's no chance if you're there that they win. Tie
Will that
behind
change?
enemy lines with the Ryder Cup team.
Will that change?
It will not. I'm putting it all on Europe.
I got to ask
Bet the farm.
My brother's trying to figure out his schedule if we're still going to College Station or not this fall. Will Arkansas win a game with me on the road at some point this year? I think Auburn has a great chance because I think Ryan Silverfield really, really wants to beat. Why am I blanking on the redhead's name? Jamie Christmas. Who's Auburn's coach?
Oh,
I'm looking
Golish?
at his face.
Alex
Alex
Golish?
Yeah, I think he really wants to beat him.
Hmm.
I think if you if you asked him of any coach that he wants to beat on this upcoming schedule, not the team, the coach, he would say Alex Golish.
Alex Golish looks like the kid that was really tough on the playground, but he couldn't skate a lick at the Crystal Palace.
Where was Crystal Palace? That's where
Crystal Palace was at Rogers
that's where-
and 70. What is that? 70. It's not 74th. It's the 71st. It's behind where Chewy's is at in Fort Smith. Right behind there.
Okay.
That's where it was. It burnt down a few years ago. Jack's. There's 2 in my youth. There was 2, and Jack's is still there. It's the only one around. Then there's one in Van Buren. You were kind of known by where you went to roller skate back in the 80s.
Big deal back in the day.
Yeah, I had an aunt that
used
could
to-
really get after it on roller skates. She'd take us sometime, and she was the star of the show.
You gotta have a cool
Yeah.
aunt. Gotta have a
And
cool
you got to
aunt.
have mom and dad be willing to give you at least $3 or $4 or $5 back then at the concession stand, because you were going to be there a while. Man, I remember having birthday parties at the skating rink.
What about Golden Wheels? That's what Homie asked about.
Golden Wheels
in Fort Smith.
I don't remember Golden Wheels ever.
Jamie says there might be a new roller rink on Moberly Lane. Like today? I don't know.
That sounds like expensive real estate for all the car dealers there. That sounds like an expensive place for a roller skating rink to be.
I guess.
Do kids roller skate now? My kids don't go roller skating very often. But it was a great social activity when I was their age.
I don't even know. What do kids do today outside of video games?
That's a great question. I wish I had the answer. What do you want to do for lunch today? How about Joe's Grill and Cantina?
Deal.
Tacos, fajitas. I'd start out with some of their cheese dip, have them add the taco meat to it, then take you some of the regular sauce and the hot, and mix those together. That'd be a good start with their crispy house chips. I'm an enchilada guy there because I think their brown sauce is really good. You more? I think you're more of a burrito guy, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I love the fajita burrito.
Fajita, you like steak or
that's
the chicken?
What I get. I get the steak.
I found these new. They're not new on the menu. They're just new to me. The mushroom, because you're a mushroom guy, but your dad's not.
Yep.
Try the mushroom, spinach, and steak fajita enchiladas.
Okay.
They are incredible. Favorite thing on the menu you can get. I get the grilled vegetables. You probably get the French fries, but the grilled veggies
Need
there.
my calories.
Their rice is good. And it's all good. But if you're skipping on the veggies, because I don't want veggies, their grilled vegetables are the real deal. Joe's Grill and Cantina, enchiladas today, fajita Friday tomorrow, and it's always a great place to watch World Cup or anything going on. They'll have the TVs tuned to the things you like. Joe's Grill and Cantina, great Tex-Mex, even better service, 3400 South 74th Street across from Harps. Don't skip on the steak, mushroom, and spinach fajitas.
As we close out here, I know we got to run. Jason sent us a text about another skating rink, and the text above it says, "This football team is going to turn Chuck Barrett into Harry Doyle." Oh, man. All right, we got to take a break. SEC updates on the way. Unfortunately, OU's heading to the College World Series final. We'll talk about that and more next.
Tune into June with Lewis Automotive for your next ride, where you'll get top trade values and massive savings. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for 80 years strong.
We're going to get drunk before the game. We're going to get drunk during the game. And then
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, Sakhalin.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Taco Bell's Lutz boxes are curated to perfection. The refined $5 box, opulent $7 box, and the abundance of the $9 box, featuring the fajita street chalupas with boldly seasoned peppers and onions. Each delivers a satisfying symphony of flavors, but all that Lutz might go to your head.
Monsieur, check please.
You already paid. That's literally your receipt.
I wanna hear
Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
SPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about to be tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die. This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
Ground ball to short. Willits is there. Gloves, throws, and you can unhitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the barn. The boys from Norman will play for the trophy.
Toby Rowland on the ref
Wow.
in Norman, Oklahoma.
So he does all 3 sports then. I could have told you, I'd have guessed him if you said who's their baseball play-by-play announcer, but, well, good for him.
Do you have the same excitement level for Oklahoma making the finals?
No, I'm Tar Heel Blue, baby. Let's go. UNC all the way.
I wonder, I mean, they made it. So in 22, it was overwhelmingly Ole Miss in that finals after Arkansas unfortunately lost the Rebels in that final game. I would think that Oklahoma is going to dominate the
They're hot
this weekend. But so is North. Like you said, and you're accurate. You beat the what many consider to be the best team in the field in Georgia. But I mean, North Carolina's just as hot. They had a lesser road to get there. But I mean, Tar Heels,
North Carolina's got to feel like, as a fan base, if we don't do it now, it's just never, it's kind of like Florida State. They've been 24 times to the World Series, no titles. This is 12 or 13 for North Carolina, no titles. I mean, Arkansas is right on North Carolina's heels with that. But
Jeffrey says, "Boomer, I smell jealousy through the radio." Listen.
Bleep you.
You don't. Here's and this is fun for me. Because you level out a lot of times when it comes to rivals. Like you don't get as agitated and as angry during football about certain games and this. So this is enjoyable for me. Like to watch you actually bubble over and get not mad, but like you don't necessarily have that same reaction during certain football of like the hatred I feel for Texas A&M and others. So this is great.
Here's the plus.
I'm just kind of rolling the dice and let it go.
If OU wins, here's the plus. We can get T-shirts that says we beat the national champions 2 out of 3 this year. I mean, we can say that. OU can't say they beat Arkansas this year in a series.
You know what's so annoying?
But they would have a national title. Something we don't.
I can think about several times that our football, basketball, or baseball program has gone on has beaten the national champion in the regular season, and they've gone on to win the national championship. Florida 06 in basketball, LSU 07 in football, couple baseball times with Ole Miss and Mississippi State that Tom brought up, because it's like that's happened to us. Like, we beat them in the regular season, but unfortunately they've gone on the postseason and won the national championship.
So no baseball today because both of the teams that were undefeated won. No baseball tomorrow. Championship series starts Saturday. Best of 3 Saturday, Sunday, if needed Monday.
Yeah. Do you like having that on? I've never liked, you know how I feel about national championship games on Monday night in football. And I understand, like, you have to kind of have it in basketball the way that the tournament's constructed and set up. Wish they would do the championship on, like, the Saturday.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why it's good. Because you want a championship decided with everyone having their best pitching. And 2 days off, now they'd had to play today. It would affect OU or North Carolina's plans. But I want to see best on best.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I don't mind this at all that, they should be locked and loaded for a best of 3 series. So I don't mind the 2 days off. I don't, it's not basketball where the next day we can play. It's just the nature of the sport. So, yeah, I understand why they're doing it, and also the TV networks would like to fill their weekend programming. And Monday night, if they're playing a winner-take-all game, what else are you watching?
Speaking of basketball,
and you avoid USA in the World Cup by not playing Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was in their thoughts when they set this one up, but if it's not, it should have been.
It's always Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, I mean, that is the way they have always done.
But that is good.
And you also have to account for some slack because in Omaha, it may rain an entire day out somewhere along the way. So you better build in a couple of days for some contingencies. So now you get to rest. A lot of people get to go home, and then a lot of people from North Carolina and Oklahoma get to make their way there.
I saw you mentioned basketball, and I meant to bring this up yesterday. I saw some Razorback fan, and I didn't watch a second of the USC event this weekend because that's just not my thing. I did think the display and the setup was cool. I saw some Razorback fans say, and I just thought it's not going to happen, but it's cool. It's like, well, if there's anyone that can get Arkansas basketball on the White House lawn, it's John Calipari.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, he's talked about wanting one more game, maybe at NSG. Imagine in America's 250th anniversary, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna play a basketball game in the White House lawn.
Well,
they've done the aircraft carriers before, which I think is cool, but it was dangerous because of the condensation and everything. But that would be what
would be cool? To go cover one of our teams at the White House celebrating a national championship.
That would be great.
Now I got to go to the White House earlier this year. I want to go again when the Razorbacks are going to celebrate a championship. And I don't care who the president is, I'm going. That'd be cool.
That would be fun to see. I don't care if it's Trump, Newsom, Vance, whoever else is up winning in 28 to put on a hog hat. That would pay because you hadn't seen one of the presidents put on a hog hat since 94.
Yeah, since Billy Boy.
Yep. Last thing here, your SEC update. Lane Kiffin talking with Tyrann Mathieu. Colton, do you remember who else he was? Was that Patrick Peterson he was with?
I think that's right.
Okay. They do an LSU Down the Bayou podcast, and if it's put on record, they're going to win a national championship.
I don't know how fast it's going to happen. We're going to win a national championship, and we're going to have the teams and the rosters back to the way that they were playing when they were great. I don't know how fast. That might not be today, right? But it's going to happen, and I feel it in recruiting too. When these kids come in here, and now that we got our staff fully here, and we know how to sell LSU too, because now we're meeting up people and know the restaurants and the areas and the people. Like, it's 101.
Yeah.
What Nick Saban said.
Yeah.
It's the best job in America.
I've said that before, too. I think it is. Football and baseball in the Bayou, as much as we hate to say it's the best jobs. I mean, when you've got multiple national champions and multiple coaches the last 2 or 3 decades, much as we hate it as Arkansans and Razorback fans, it is. I do wonder, though, when you heard that end, like, it is easy to, so we talk about New Orleans, Tommy, being the best food town. What's Ryan Silverfield's pitch right now? I know what Cal's is. I know what DVH's is. What's Ryan's pitch?
Crystal Bridges?
When he walks into a home, whether it's an Arkansas kid or one of those Texas kids or Florida kids, Georgia kids, whatever, what do you think one of the first things out of his make? Because it ain't money. What do you think his pitch is?
You can be on the ground floor and be a part of something to build this thing back.
Mm-hmm.
Your pitch has got to be the success that has been had every decade in some small window or pocket since the 60s. Since Frank Broyles established this program, there's been an ebb and a flow. And right now it's been a little more down. But we know the 60s were great. The late 70s were great. The late 80s were great. You know, you made the 95 championship game.
Late 90s were great.
Late 90s under Nutt were great. You had moments in the 2000s with Matt Jones that were very exciting. We know about Petrino in the early 10s. Bielema had one good year, and you can kind of say one good year under. It's time for Arkansas and that ebb and flow to come back our direction. We need your help to get it back. It's our time.
The Hogs will rise again.
Yeah. So, I mean, because you don't have, recent history to lean on.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to use all your history. So you asked me what the pitch would be. It would be that. Ryan Silverfield doesn't have this long resume like John Calipari of here's the guys I've gotten, in this case, to the NFL, like Calipari can say about the NBA. Sam Pittman had that with linemen, but we really, I don't know that, what else can you lean into? You're going to have to establish some things that you can lean into. You've got the SEC. You've got a great stadium. You've got an opportunity to play on national television every game you play here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, leaning into Northwest Arkansas, it's a great place to put down roots. It's a great place to stay a while. I mean, look at how many people that have been here, that coached here, that played here, even people that got fired here, that moved back.
Jeff Long.
Yeah.
Coach Rich. Well, yeah, semi-coach Rich. Yeah. I'm trying to think of.
I mean, but why? Because it's a wonderful place to live. Wonderful place to be from. So, I think you got to lean into your strengths, and there's not a lot of on-field strengths, and they're going to have to prove some things with this staff before they can lean into some of that. All right, that's the SEC update. It says here on my sheet, it's brought to you by Gentry Public Schools. And I think the only way to tell you about Gentry Public Schools, Ty, is one of their most decorated graduates of all time. I mean, this guy had so many medals and honors and ropes around his neck, cords. When he graduated, he could barely hold his shoulders up when he got his diploma. Proud Gentry graduate, Colton Little.
Proud pioneer. And one thing that's
proud pioneer.
Bang. One thing that's exciting about Gentry is just how quickly their community continues to grow. From the time that I left to getting back now, that place looks totally different. They've grown up. They've got lots of awesome
waiting on
things
you to
happening.
leave.
And they probably were all the good stuff now that I'm left. If you're new to the area, you've recently moved into the Gentry School District, Gentry Public Schools is hosting a registration event this next Tuesday, June 23rd, to help families prepare for the upcoming school year. While enrollment can be completed online, this event gives families the opportunity to receive on-site assistance, get those questions answered, and make sure everything is ready for the first day of school. Gentry Public Schools is committed to making enrollment processes as easy as possible while continuing to provide the world-class education and small-town atmosphere that families have come to expect. If you're new to Gentry or need assistance enrolling your student, join Gentry Public Schools on June 23rd. For more information, visit gentrypioneers.com. That's gentrypioneers.com. Go Gentry, HGH.
What's y'all's
What's HGH mean?
Hail Gentry High.
Okay.
What is y'all's latest electricity bill?
Ooh, my last one wasn't terrible. 240.
Mine was 120, but apparently I was reading this story that electricity is going to be is just skyrocketing. Listen to this: Arizona residents will likely face the steepest electricity costs this summer. Households in this state over the course of a couple months will spend over $1,000. Man,
I would love to have mine at only $1,000 for 3 months.
Electricity prices.
Take that deal right now.
Electricity prices, as energy demand grows, utilities and states are investing more in the nation's aging power grid, and tech companies build thousands of new data centers needed to provide AI services. So again, I said this earlier this week, I'm good at giving up AI as long as my bill goes down. And evidently this is part of the problem where our electricity is going up because of these AI.
The data centers.
The data centers.
Well,
life was better before AI. I'm too lazy now.
I just remember before COVID, a big bill in the summer, like close the door. Do you know what the last electricity bill, did your dad ever yell that?
Yes.
Shut the refrigerator door. The last electricity bill was, I remember that moment not very many years ago in my house, and that was like $400. And I'm bracing myself because I know the next one's going to be double that, when it gets really hot and the air's running all day. And we're not using any more juice. So, I mean, I'd settle, 10%, I guess it's everything.
Annie says July and August, this was $600. I don't know if it's $600 a month.
That's
or
about where I'm running each month.
So that's a month. Oh,
yeah.
Damn it, Christmas. It's not going.
I have the disadvantage if someone's home all day, every day during the summer at my house. You leave for work and probably crank that thing up to 77 or 78.
But you exert just as much stuff on it.
Makes you feel better, though, doesn't it?
It stays at 69. That's what it stays at.
Ahoy polloi.
Mm-hmm.
I do as a dad. I hope no one's listening in my house. I'll run by the thermostat every now and then, crank it up a degree till they notice, and then they'll run it back down. It's a little game.
Just tell them to get a mobile fan.
A mobile fan?
Yeah. Get them a fan.
We have these things called ceiling fans in our house, Ty. Maybe you've heard of them.
They want it near the face. Yeah. Get a mobile fan.
Hey, when the workday is done, that's when the good stuff begins. Fishing, off-roading, or just enjoying the great outdoors. And Farm Credit of Western Arkansas can help you make it happen. Visit myaglender.com or drop by any one of Farm Credit of Western Arkansas's 25 locations today and start making the most of your time off.
We were talking about golf earlier. My buddy Eric texted me here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. He shot 125 at the Blessing.
I'd hated to play behind you.
Yeah, so. That would have been.
But good on you for counting them all.
Mm-hmm. No, he counts them all. We always do.
All right, we're way behind. Gaston's White River Resort, 870-431-5202 is their number. They can take care of you for a Father's Day gift certificate. Call now. They'll get it on the way to you. Be the perfect gift for Dad this weekend. No dad is not going to like a gift certificate to Gaston's. If you're out of ideas, call Gaston's, 870-431-5202. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Tune into June with Lewis Automotive for your next ride, where you'll get top trade values and massive savings. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for 80 years strong.
I cannot speak English, but I'm excited!
This is the Morning Rush. Joe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Joe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Joe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
The paint store in Van Buren is still the place to go to when doing the job right really matters. Our unique line of Richards paint products was chosen by me to perform for you. This is Sue, and my 35 years of experience ensures you get the right paint and the right color. That's important to you and me. Thank you for your support. Come see what I'm talking about. 1414 Fayetteville Road, The Paint Store, Van Buren.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with a CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith and the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Now is the best time to drive home in a new Silverado from Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith because Orr is offering 0 for 60 months on light-duty Silverados. You heard that right, 0 for 60 on new Silverado 1500s. Take advantage of this great deal to help get you in the payment you need in your next Silverado. Deals like this don't come around often, so don't wait. Head over to Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith for 0 for 60 on Silverados. Shop the best selection around online at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, together, let's drive.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
And we're back here for the final segment here on the Morning Rush on this Thursday, alongside Colton Little and Tommy Kraft. I don't know why my phone has stopped. There it goes. All right. So the U.S. Open has started. Scotty Scheffler, always in the storylines, always in the headlines when it comes to one of the best golfers, if not the best golfer in the world. Here's what he said about chasing the Grand Slam.
The Grand Slam has never been a motivating factor for me. Would it be a dream to win the U.S. Open? Of course. Golf is such a funny game, I think, in terms of like, I mean, a good example this week, if I finish second this week, it's almost like, hey, you failed in your first, chance to win the career Grand Slam. And it's kind of like, is finishing second a failure? Like, yeah, it can feel that way, but I think sometimes when you look at more of like a kind of a wider view of the sport and where your game's at, second is not always that bad, but man, does it freaking hurt at the
I would love to finish second.
Second place pays pretty well.
Yeah. And I would love to finish second at the U.S. Open.
Hey, if you're going through some stuff in your life right now and you need some legal assistance, call Jackie Mock, 479-769-1505. Custody and divorce, criminal is an area. And if you've been in a car wreck, she deals with big insurance companies better than anyone. 479-769-1505. Don't walk alone. Get Jackie's help no matter where you're at in these journeys. High conflict, divorce and custody. If you've been on the wrong side of the law, let her work with the prosecutors for you. 479-769-1505 or mocklegalsolutions.com.
All right, halftime's coming up next. Colton Little, Matt Jones, Christian Johnson, followed by Ruskin and Zach. What we got on tap today, Colton, coming up here on halftime?
Probably talking a little about the supplemental draft and Sorsby being there and just general sports talk and debate. Good stuff.
And did you hear Cincy's response about the gambling?
Did you know that there was an illegal gambling operation going on just down the street from where you live?
No. Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the